Hey, what's up, everybody? Brett Mix here from Macho Wrestling 101. Welcome back to the Monday Night Wars, where we live Raw and Nitro in the weeks they go head to head. And this is just a 10-minute recap. Like always, hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying the reviews. I love going over them to recap them for you, everyone. This is week 110 for Nitro versus Raw. The ratings for Raw remained big this week in comparison to earlier this month in 1997. They scored a 2.7 in the ratings, but also Nitro scored a 4.1 in the same week. So Nitro beats Raw 4.1 to 2.7. That's a difference of 1.4 in the Nielsen ratings for World Championship Wrestling. And now after this week's loss for Raw, this is the 72nd week in a row that Nitro has won. The total scoreboard has Raw at 17 wins since they started this war, 91 losses, and 2 draws in the 110 weeks they've gone at it. So this was the show that went live on Monday night on the USA Network, December the 15th, 1997. It took place from the Whitmore Center area in Durham, New Hampshire, USA. Raw's pyros go off. JR, Kevin Kelly are at the table while Michael Cole is in the ring. Jim Cornette would do commentary in the second hour. No King on commentary because he competes on the night. Starts off with The Undertaker's gong. Michael Cole tells Taker that he'll be against Shawn Michaels in a casket match at the Royal Rumble. Undertaker says when that fateful night is over, someone's going to rest in peace, and his casket match history is legendary, he says. The lights then go out, and instead of the blue smoke we got from The Undertaker, we get red smoke as Paul Bearer brings Kane down to the ring. Kane went face-to-face with Taker, and Paul Bearer said, "It's like a family portrait, only missing the parents you murdered." Kane has suffered decades, and it's all his fault. Paul says you must face him. Kane hits Taker with a right hand as the area is dark with red lights, and Kane hits him with a right. Undertaker blocks a second punch, though, and the brothers go eye to eye. This ends a pretty intriguing segment to open the show with the two Men of Darkness eye to eye. We open the show in the ring with Jerry the King Lawler versus Taka Michinoku. Michinoku hits a running springboard plancha to the outside. For whatever reason, McMahon never wanted Ross to be the play-by-play guy, so Michael Cole is doing play-by-play while Kevin Kelly and JR are doing color commentary for the night. I just think it was an experiment to see how he did, because Cole would be a play-by-play announcer later in his career. They say McMahon will confront Owen Hart tonight. They say Austin has a surprise for The Rock tonight. Taka Michinoku hit a Michinoku driver, but Brian Christopher made the save for his dad. And Taka defeats the King at 5:45 by DQ after Christopher came in and roughed up Michinoku. After the match, King held Taka and Christopher punched at him. Taka, the champion, ducks the blow, and Ross says he'll defend his light heavyweight title against Christopher, meeting at a certain time soon. They also say tonight LOD will take on DX. The Nation comes out next as Rock has his fanny pack. The fans chant Rocky sucks, and Maivia looks as confident as he ever has because he has shades on. His shades really help his confidence out. The Fruit grabs the microphone and The Rock says, "What are you doing?" The champ is talking. And he took the mic from Farouk. The first little bit of mischievous stuff in the Nation of Domination when The Rock snags the mic from the leader of the Nation, Farouk, because he said the champ is talking. He said he wants Austin. He's coming to the ring. He orders him, so Austin's music hits. He comes out from the curtain with his vest, and he stands on the top of the ramp as the fans go nuts. He tells Rock, "You ain't ordering Austin as I do what I want when I want." Stone Cold says he's got a big surprise for him later on the night, but The Rock says, "You have 1 hour, Austin, to deliver back that IC title you took." The IC title that is mine, The Rock says. So he's putting Austin on the clock. We'll see how Austin responds. Austin says he's got a surprise for Rocky. So Austin leaves the building taking a cameraman with him. Where he'll go, we'll get to that. Dude Love took on the Road Dogg. Sweet shin music and a double arm DDT takes the Road Dogg down. The Outlaws then beat on Foley up the ramp. The fans chant for LOD, but the Outlaws tried to throw Dude over the edge after Dude Love defeated Road Dogg. Dude Love is sent flying off the stage onto a table below it off the top ramp. Just one of Foley's many insane underrated bumps that he took in 97, 98, 99. The match itself was a star. Mark Henry versus the Brooklyn Brawler. This got half a star. Henry wins at 201 after a bear hug to the Brooklyn Brawler, the Ultimate Jobber. To kick off the second hour with the War Zone, McMahon comes to the ring confidently. He can feel the ratings going up, so he's gaining more confidence. Plus, he's the Mr. McMahon character now, the guy that screwed over Brett. So that leads to this segment, as it's with his brother Owen Hart. Vince isn't appreciative of Owen's actions coming from the crowd, endangering the fans. So when Owen comes to the ring, he says, "Who do you think you are?" Owen grabs Vince and says, "Who I think I am? Who the hell do you think you are?" And the fans go crazy. He says, "I don't know you a goddamn thing," and the bullshit stops now. Fans go crazy with his language. Vince says, "Isn't this about somebody else who drove someone out of the company? Isn't this about the WWF title?" Owen says, "How stupid you can be. This is not about leather with tin on it. This is real life, Vince. My brother, my life." And he says he's not going to have him run his life out of the company. Owen says they had to do what they did, now I have to do what I do, and that is to stay right here in the WWF. Owen, before getting escorted out by law enforcement, grabs Vince by the collar and gives him a look face to face. We can only hope that that's the face that Owen looks at Vince in Vince's nightmares, because it was really, really personal. This is where Owen could have been big, but they dropped the ball. I could go on a rant talking about how Owen could have been in the title picture here, but they dropped the ball for that. They showed Sable in a potato sack last week. They say the clock's running down on Austin. Tom Brandi took on the Salt, and Brandi defeated him at 3:51. Gave it 3/4 of a star. Mero comes out and beats on Brandi after the match as they continue their mid-card rivalry. Sable didn't come out, but the fans chanted for her. Next, The Rock comes out, tells Austin his time's up. Just then, Stone Cold appears in the Titantron. Austin throws a bunch of objects into the river as he's on a bridge, including Rock's IC title. Rocky's overrated facial expressions were priceless, while Austin got a huge pop and looked badass. He says that's the bottom line because the 316 said so. One of the first major things they did with Austin, not in the ring, adding more flavor to the rivalry and more character development to his overall character. McMahon delivers his Welcome to the Attitude Era promo and highlights it on Sports Entertainment, talking about taking Days of Our Lives, Seinfeld, King of the Hill, all these shows, and incorporating it into the Raw and the War Zone. And he says the days of Hogan taking his vitamins and his milk are passé. And he says the fans are tired of their intelligence being insulted. So here's the Attitude Era, pretty much. Steve Blackman took on Jose Estrada. Blackman wins at 139 after a German suplex with a bridge. I gave it half a star. DX are backstage with Jim Ross asked them about Owen's comments earlier in the night. They said they've gotten rid of every Hart Foundation member. Maybe it's time for China to take out this nugget, as Owen earlier in the night also referenced him being the nugget after the Michaels promo the week before. Legion of Doom took on DX. A lot of tandem offense here, cohesive partnership, a lot of cutting off the ring, so 2-on-1 attacks could happen. Animal is down in a front face lock. Hawk then comes in and is sent chest first into the buckle. Hot tag to Road Warrior Animal, who's fresh, and takes apart DX. A power slam to HBK, but Billy Gunn comes out, as does the Road Dogg. The Outlaws take it to Road Warrior Animal as they have a rag with an odor on it, taking out Hawk. Animal is the only one conscious, as Hawk is down on the outside with a rag to his face. There's some odor. It must have been something to knock him out. The LOD win by DQ at 10:15 after the Outlaws interfere. Gunn shaves Hawk's hair after the match. I gave the match 2 stars. After the match, Hawk is unconscious, and then they power slam Animal through the tables. Cornette says he's never seen the LOD treated this way. They go off the air with the Outlaws walking up the ramp, dancing to DX's music, while Shawn Michaels is standing at the rope going, "Not bad, not bad," as they foreshadow to the Outlaws being in DX. It wouldn't happen for a couple months, but that's what they did. Out of 10, I graded this show a 7 out of 10 due to importance. That's the highest rating I've given Raw in the last few months. I mean, it didn't look great match-wise, but it had the character development, promo segments, in the ring, out of the ring, Owens promo, or The Rock's, or Austin at the bridge, or DX decimating the Road Warriors with the Outlaws, or Vince introducing the Attitude Era. All in all, a 7 out of 10 seems fair. And through 110 weeks, again, WWF is 17-91-2. So they got to pick up the slack, but the ratings will just get better here and forward for the World Wrestling Federation in their war with WCW. So again, Brett Mix here. Hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying the reviews. I love doing them. And I'm out.